Welcome to ICE Barcelona 2026. I'm here with the Chairman and CEO of the Philippine gaming regulator PAGCOR, Mr. Alejandro Tengco. Mr. Tengco, thank you for speaking to us. How's the week been for you so far?
Well, first of all, allow me to thank you, Ben, for the opportunity to be interviewed by you and your entire group. Barcelona has been kind of dull because of the rain.
Yes.
Weather is perfect, but the rain is really hurting every delegate and maybe every tourist.
Yes.
In Barcelona.
Sure.
Other than that, clearly, what a successful show. I think this is bigger in terms of participation by delegates, bigger than Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's very big.
With, I was told 60,000 delegates. So congratulations to the organizers.
Sure. Well, look, so 2025 was a very busy and a very important year for PAGCOR in the Philippines. Can you talk about some of the achievements of PAGCOR last year that you're particularly proud of?
Well, there are a few things that we had been successful with. First is we went back to the basics. We rehabilitated all our properties to the help of all our lessors. I made sure that we would not spend a dime or a single centavo for the said renovations, but it was high time to totally not only paint, not only refresh, but totally rehabilitate. So in 2025, we were able to reopen with a new look a few properties, and there are still so many ongoing renovations and rehabilitations that we're doing. So that is one. I think with the renovations, with the said renovations, we have changed our image from a place that is not or neglected in terms of its look. Today, I can say that we are definitely one level below the integrated resorts in terms of the look and feel of the casino. So that is number one. Number two, I would like to announce in 2025 we had closed a very big deal for the customer sector, for the corporate sector, I'm sorry, and that is the start of the construction of the first ever PAGCOR Corporate Center, which will be in the airport area. It will be between Terminal 1 and Terminal 2 of the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal. So that happened in 2025, and for me, for the first time in close to 45 years. And I would like to emphasize, at no cost to PAGCOR, because we leased our land, the land that we own, we leased it to the operator of the international terminals now. So basically, that is those are some of the achievements. In terms of revenue, again, for online, we passed the 200 billion peso mark in terms of GGR, despite the challenges we went through early part of the second half, sometime in August. Especially the linking of the payment companies, I will not mention. That brought down our sales. Slowly recovering, but with that, despite of that, we passed. We have a new record GGR for online gaming, and that for me is a very good feat for 2025.
Of course, in the eGames sector, there are a number of regulatory changes throughout the year.
Well, in 2025, we were able to make certain adjustments in the eGames sector, and now we are studying and looking at strengthening the B2B sector, wherein we intend to license content providers, game providers, and other things, marketing groups. So that again we did in 2025, and then I'm sure you've read about this. We'd set a new minimum guarantee fee for online companies licensed by PAGCOR, and this hopefully strengthens the industry. So these were the achievements I believe I had made in 2025.
One of the big stories of the year was the delinking of the e-wallets, as you mentioned. What's your view on that moving forward?
Well, very timely question, because just before I left for Barcelona, I had already tasked a group within PAGCOR to study. After I gave them my thoughts, put together a position paper that we can present to the Bangko Sentral ng Filipinas, or the Central Bank of the Philippines. A position paper that hopefully will be able to explain the importance, what safeguards we have done to protect the players, and hopefully with that be able to convince them to allow the linking once again of the payment providers and the gaming operators.
Because that's an important avenue to direct players towards licensed sites, right?
Yes. Yeah. But I think we really have to prove to them that we have made changes.
Sure.
That's the most important.
Now, obviously, you mentioned before the privatization and decoupling, of course, of the Casino Filipino properties.
We had submitted all the required documents required by the Governance Commission or government-owned and controlled corporation. So I'm expecting a decision will be handed down maybe in the next quarter at the latest. And if the decision is to allow PAGCOR to decouple, then that will be the start of the process of the decoupling.
And you're confident that you'll be successful, that there's been quite a bit of interest in some of your properties?
A lot of interest. You may ask, the integrated resorts are not doing that well, and why will it be of interest for somebody to participate in the process of selling the casino? I'd like to classify this as what you call the community casino. Community casinos are here to stay. Community casinos will always be there. And that is the strength where I am coming from.
Chairman, you mentioned that it was a tough year for the integrated resorts.
Yes.
Do you think there's a brighter future ahead for them?
Yeah, okay. Clearly, there is hope. One of the main reasons why the integrated resorts didn't do that well in 2025 is because of the downtrend in the number of tourist arrivals. However, only late last week, President Ferdinand Marcos signed an order allowing now Chinese tourists to enter the Philippines visa-free for 14 days. And I believe that will encourage the Chinese tourists to go to Manila. I think there's also a new visa policy for Indian nationals that has taken effect recently. I also believe that will help in the efforts to for tourists to go to the Philippines. So, more tourists, more potential for them to play in an integrated resort. So, for me, that is the positive side for the integrated resorts in this coming.
Sure. Chairman Tengco, thank you for talking to IAG and look forward to seeing you in the Philippines.
And thank you for the opportunity to be interviewed in your program. Thank you.
Thank you.